Look at your palm for a moment. Have you ever wondered why we are the only primates on this planet without a thick coat of fur? While our cousins, the chimpanzees, are covered in hair to survive the forest, we stand naked and vulnerable. But what if I told you that this apparent weakness was actually our greatest evolutionary upgrade? It was the secret weapon that allowed us to conquer the globe. If you find these biological mysteries as fascinating as I do, why not hit that like button and subscribe to the channel? It really helps us dig deeper into the weird science of our past and ensures you stay ahead of the curve with our weekly explorations into the unknown. To understand why we look the way we do, we have to look past the fridge and the grocery store. We have to look at the very mechanics of how your body moves and breathes. Around 2 million years ago, a shift occurred. We stopped hiding in the trees and stepped onto the open savanna. This was a world of heat, predators, and long distances. Our ancestors needed a way to hunt, but they weren't the strongest or the fastest. They had to be the most persistent. This is where the sweat revolution comes in. Most mammals, like lions or horses, cool down by canting, but panting is inefficient during a high-speed chase. Humans, however, developed millions of eccrine sweat glands. By losing our fur, we turned our entire skin into a massive radiator. We became the only animal on Earth that could run for hours in the midday sun without our brains boiling. We didn't need to be faster than the antelope. We just had to follow it until it collapsed from heat stroke. This is called persistence hunting, and it's a ghost that still lives in your legs today. But our transformation didn't stop at our skin. Look at your feet. Unlike any other primate, humans have a massive, spring-like structure called the Achilles tendon. Chimps have almost no Achilles tendon at all. Our feet are designed as energy storage devices. Every time your foot hits the ground, that tendon stretches and then snaps back, giving you free energy for your next step. We are literally built to be marathon runners from the ground up. This unique anatomy allowed our ancestors to travel vast distances to find new resources long before we had horses or wheels. However, there is a mystery that scientists are only now beginning to solve. While we think of ourselves as the peak of evolution, our brains have actually been shrinking. If you compared your brain to a human living 20,000 years ago, yours would be about the size of a tennis ball smaller. Why? Some call it the domestication of the mind. Just as a wolf's brain shrinks when it becomes a dog, human brains may have become more efficient or more specialized as we started living in larger, more complex societies. We no longer need to know everything to survive. We just need to know our specific role and rely on the collective knowledge of the tribe. This collective survival has left another mark on us: the way we handle energy. In the wild, food was never a guarantee. This led to the development of the thrifty gene. Your body is biologically programmed to think that every meal might be its last.
This is why, when you see high-calorie food, your brain triggers a dopamine rush that is nearly impossible to ignore. In the past, this was a survival mechanism. Today, in a world of unlimited snacks, it's a recipe for modern health crises. Your body is still trying to save you from a famine that ended thousands of years ago. Even our modern health problems, like allergies and autoimmune diseases, are echoes of our ancestors' environments. For millions of years, the human immune system was in a constant arms race against parasites and bacteria. Today, our world is too clean. Our immune systems are like elite soldiers with no war to fight.
Out of boredom, they begin to attack harmless things like pollen, peanuts, or even our own bodies. This hygiene hypothesis suggests that our quest for a sterile life has accidentally broken the ancient balance our ancestors worked so hard to maintain. Think about your jaw and your teeth. Why do so many of us need braces or have our wisdom teeth removed? It's because our jaws are getting smaller. Our ancestors spent hours every day chewing tough, fibrous roots and raw meat, which stimulated bone growth in the face. Today, we eat soft, processed foods that require almost no effort. Our DNA still expects us to have a large, powerful jaw, but our lack of chewing exercise during childhood means our teeth no longer have room to fit. We are literally outgrowing our own faces. And then there is the mystery of sleep. Every other primate sleeps in trees or for 10 to 12 hours a day. Humans? We moved to the ground, where predators were everywhere. To survive, we evolved to have much shorter, more intense sleep cycles. We spend a much higher percentage of our sleep in REM, the stage where the brain processes information and dreams. We traded the safety of the trees for a more efficient brain cleaning cycle on the ground. Your late-night thoughts and your vivid dreams are the results of a high-stakes survival gamble taken by your ancestors in the tall grass of Africa. We are a species of contradictions. We are the naked ape that can outrun a horse, the domesticated human with a shrinking brain, and the sterile hunter whose immune system is looking for a fight. We live in air-conditioned rooms, but our biology is still roaming the savanna. We carry the history of every survivor, every runner, and every scavenger in every cell of our bodies. You aren't just a person sitting in a chair. You are a 3 million-year-old biological machine, finely tuned for a world that no longer exists. Understanding this doesn't just explain our past. It is the only way to navigate our future.